The Good Deposits. Insights for the Divine Exploration of Hidden Treasures in Every Entrepreneur. Part 3 of the Good Deposits series. Written by Daniel Eremisele. Chapter 3. Discovering the Treasure Within. But we have this treasure in earthen vessels, that the excellency of the power may be of God, and not of us. 2 Corinthians 4:7 KJV. Introduction. Every treasure must first be discovered before it can be developed. Throughout history, nations have become wealthy because someone discovered valuable resources hidden beneath the ground. Gold, diamonds, oil, and precious minerals remained buried for centuries until explorers searched for them. Once they were discovered, they changed the economies of entire nations. The same principle applies to human life. One of the greatest treasures God has created is not buried beneath the earth, it is hidden within people. Every individual is a living storehouse of God-given potential, gifts, abilities, ideas, and spiritual endowments. Sadly, many people spend their entire lives searching for opportunities outside themselves while ignoring the treasure God has already placed within them. Success begins with discovery. You cannot develop what you have not discovered, and you cannot maximize what you do not appreciate. The greatest investment you will ever make is the investment you make in discovering yourself through God's guidance. You are a treasure house. The Apostle Paul wrote, "But we have this treasure in earthen vessels." 2 Corinthians 4:7 KJV. Paul described believers as earthen vessels carrying heavenly treasure. An earthen vessel was an ordinary clay container, inexpensive and easily overlooked. Yet the value of the vessel was determined not by its appearance but by what it contained. Likewise, people often judge themselves by outward appearance, education, financial status, or social influence. God looks deeper. He sees the treasure within. You may feel ordinary today, but ordinary people have often accomplished extraordinary things because they discovered what God had placed inside them. Moses saw himself as a poor speaker, yet God used him to lead a nation. David was overlooked by his family, yet God chose him to become king. Gideon considered himself insignificant, yet God called him a mighty warrior before he ever fought a battle. God's opinion of you is more important than your opinion of yourself. If God has placed treasure within you, then your responsibility is to discover and develop it. The hidden potential within you. Potential is the ability to become something greater than your present condition. Every seed contains a future tree. Every invention began as an idea. Every successful business began as a vision. Every great ministry began with one person responding to God's call. Potential is invisible until it is developed. Many people become discouraged because they compare their current condition with someone else's finished journey. They forget that everyone begins with hidden potential. Do not despise your beginning. Greatness grows through faithful development. God never intended potential to remain hidden forever. He placed it within you so that it could be cultivated and expressed for His glory and for the benefit of others. Why many people never discover their treasure. Many people go through life without discovering the true purpose because of several obstacles. Fear. Fear convinces people that they are incapable of achieving great things. Fear whispers, "You are not educated enough. You are too old. You are too young. You have failed too many times." Fear keeps treasures buried. Comparison. Comparison is another enemy of discovery. When people compare themselves with others, they often become blind to their own uniqueness. God never intended you to become another person. He created you to become the best version of yourself. Your assignment is different. Your journey is different. Your timing is different. Celebrate the gifts of others while developing your own. Comfort. Comfort can become a prison. Many people never discover their potential because they refuse to leave familiar surroundings. Growth requires movement. Faith requires action. Discovery often begins when we step beyond what feels comfortable. Negative words. Some people spend years believing words spoken over them by parents, teachers, or society. You will never succeed. You are not intelligent. You will never amount to anything. Those words do not determine your destiny. Only God has the authority to define your future. Replace negative voices with God's promises. Discovering your gifts. Every person has gifts. Some gifts are spiritual, some are practical, some relate to leadership, others relate to creativity, administration, teaching, business, craftsmanship, music, writing, counseling, or encouragement. Discovering your gifts requires honesty. Ask yourself, what do I enjoy doing? What comes naturally to me? What problems do I enjoy solving? Where do people consistently seek my help? What work gives me satisfaction even when it is difficult? These questions often reveal important clues. Your gifts may appear ordinary to you because they come naturally. Often, what is easiest for you may be difficult for someone else. Do not underestimate what God has made easy for you. Developing the treasure. Discovery alone is not enough. Treasure must be refined. Gold must pass through fire. Diamonds must be cut and polished. Raw timber must be shaped before it becomes furniture. Likewise, gifts require discipline. Reading develops knowledge. Practice develops skill. Prayer develops spiritual sensitivity. Experience develops wisdom. Correction develops maturity. No one becomes excellent accidentally. Excellence is the product of continual improvement. Investing in yourself. One of the greatest investments you can make is investing in your personal growth. Read good books. Attend training. Learn new skills. Develop healthy habits. Surround yourself with wise people. Your future depends upon the person you are becoming today. Money invested in personal development rarely loses its value. Knowledge continues producing results throughout your lifetime. Discovering through service. Many people discover the gifts while serving others. David discovered leadership while caring for sheep. Elisha served Elijah before becoming a prophet. The disciples learned ministry by following Jesus. Service develops character. Service reveals ability. Service creates opportunities. Do not wait until you become famous before serving. Serve where you are. Faithfulness in small responsibilities prepares you for greater assignments. The treasure must bless others. God never gives gifts merely for personal enjoyment. Every gift exists to bless someone. A teacher educates. A doctor heals. An entrepreneur creates solutions. A writer inspires. A musician encourages. A pastor shepherds. A craftsman builds. When your gift serves others, it fulfills God's purpose. The greatest joy is not possessing a gift but seeing that gift improve another person's life. Your treasure is your responsibility. No one else can develop your gift for you. Others may encourage you, mentors may guide you, teachers may instruct you, but ultimately, you are responsible for developing what God has entrusted to you. One day, every believer will give an account to God for the stewardship of the gifts, opportunities, and responsibilities entrusted to them. Let your answer be one of faithfulness. Chapter summary. God has placed valuable treasures within every individual. These treasures include spiritual gifts, talents, wisdom, creativity, ideas, compassion, leadership, and many other abilities. The challenge is not whether the treasure exists, but whether it will be discovered, developed, and used. Fear, comparison, comfort, and negative thinking often prevent people from discovering the true potential. However, through prayer, service, discipline, learning, and dependence upon God, every believer can develop the treasure placed within them. Remember, your greatest investment is not merely in money but in becoming the person God created you to be. Reflection questions. What unique treasure has God placed within me? Which fears have prevented me from developing my gifts? What practical steps can I take to improve my abilities? Who can mentor and encourage my growth? How can my gifts become a blessing to others? Personal declaration. I believe that God has placed valuable treasure within me. I refuse to underestimate myself or compare my journey with others. I will discover my gifts, develop them through discipline and faith, and use them to glorify God and serve humanity. By His grace, I will become everything He created me to be.